Our next esteemed speaker is none other than the historian and Sheikh Dr. Uthman Lateef. Please welcome him to the stage. Allahu Akbar!
Assalamu alaikum. Tell the Uyghurs who we are. Tell the Uyghurs who we are. Tell the Uyghurs who you are. The mark of any human civilization, in the way that it's remembered, is in the way that that civilization, that kingdom or an empire would treat its most weak individuals. The way that human civilization, that empire kingdom, treats the downtrodden or the dehumanized or the othered or the disparaged is a reflection of the goodness, of the good moral code of that civilization. Look at the way, for example, Muslims of Bosnia treated the Jews and the Christians, the Serbs, the Orthodox, the Catholic Church. Look at the way that the Muslims of Al-Andalus, of Islamic Spain, treated Jews when they first arrived, and you had these policies of expulsion and false baptisms and forced conversion under emperors like Rikarid and Chintila. And when the Muslims arrived, they saw them as liberators from Christian persecution. That is a mark of a good civilization. But what we have with the CCP, with the Chinese Communist Party, is othering and dehumanization. That they don't see the Uyghur Muslims as fully human. They see them as the Untermensch. The way that the Nazis saw the Jews as the Untermensch, as the undermen, as the subhuman people. They see themselves as the Übermensch, as the upper men, as those who have some kind of privilege because of who they are, and they see the Muslims as the underprivileged ones. All of these emanate from policies of genocidal tendencies. I've just returned from Bosnia, and seeing the memorial site in Bosnia, in Srebrenica. The idea is that the world did not learn its lesson from the genocide in Bosnia. I was in Auschwitz-Birkenau a few years ago, and the tour leader at the end of our tour, she said that the fact that Syria is still happening today is a proof the world did not learn its lesson from Auschwitz, that we didn't learn our lesson from these genocides of Bosnia or of Rwanda or of the Holocaust. The fact that there still exists from these people over here genocidal tendencies against Muslims, same policies of ethnic cleansing, same policies of concentration camps that they call them rehabilitation camps. The Nazis had a word for their own camps to devalue, to hide the crimes that they were committing. They had their own vocabulary. These are euphemisms of war, euphemisms of human suffering. They call their camps to kill off the mentally handicapped, those who are born with disabilities and disease. They call them charitable foundation for institutional care. How does that sound? A charitable foundation for institutional care, just to hide the severity of their crime against humanity in killing off mentally handicapped children. The Muslims of East Turkestan are suffering. They're suffering because they're barricaded, because ahead of them are these people who have these same genocidal, they're reading from the same script of genocide.
China, China, shame on you!
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 China, China, shame on you! Tell the Uyghurs who we are!
La ilaha illallah!
Tell the Uyghurs who you are!
La ilaha illallah!
Tell the Uyghurs who we are!
La ilaha illallah!
La ilaha illallah! I want us to think. I want to in fact give you a bit of a positive message. When I was in Sarajevo just last week, we came to learn that when Sarajevo was besieged by the Serbs, and by the way, the Serbs were also signatories of that dreadful letter written up by the Chinese to excuse their war crimes against the Muslims of East Turkestan, the Uyghur Muslims. They also signed up on that. It's the same script of human genocide. That we were in Sarajevo and we realized, we came to learn that the Muslims of Sarajevo, they dug a tunnel. They dug a tunnel because the only safe zone during the besiegement of Sarajevo was the airport of Sarajevo. When Sarajevo was besieged by the Serbs, the only safe zone was the airport. It was a protected zone. But they couldn't get across because of sniper attacks. Men, women, children, animals would be sniped. And so they decided to dig a tunnel under the airport. They dug a tunnel for 4 months and 10 days, working 24 hours a day on 8-hour shifts, digging a tunnel under the airport to transport electricity cables, food, medical supplies, men, women, children, to get across. That's 800 meters that they dug in 4 months, 10 days. From us here to China over there is around 8,000 kilometers. But I want to give the message to the Chinese Communist Party that, like those Muslims in that genocide in Bosnia, began to dig and dig and dig, we too have begun our digging. Takbir! 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 We're also digging. And if it was 800 meters in 1995, it is 8,000 kilometers in 2021 that we're also digging. And we will dig, and we will work our 8-hour shifts, and we will keep digging, and we will meet you on the other side. Tell the Uyghurs who you are. La ilaha illallah. Tell the Uyghurs who we are. La ilaha illallah. Tell the Uyghurs who we are. La ilaha illallah. La ilaha illallah Muhammad Rasulullah.